Cheap Seats, episode number 50, attempt number 2, because I fucked up the first time. All right.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
For
We got
sure.
Bryson here, we got Dalton in here, we got Mason, and we got Nick.
Good morning.
Episode 50, halfway to 100. We're almost there, but we got some playoff football to talk about. And we're going to start right away with the most exciting game, I believe, in my regards. I did not expect this to happen at all. The Packers beat the Cowboys 48-32.
Fuck you, Jerry
Packers.
Jones.
I didn't see this coming at all. Did you guys see this coming at all? I mean, I guess.
No.
I don't
That was
even
a
follow
side
the
note.
Packers. They're just my backup team.
Well,
My first team sucks.
Bryce and Mason did pick the Packers to win last week, but was that more
I
of
said
just like a
fuck it.
fandom pick? Like, I
I
hope they win.
Fuck it.
I had to put faith in him.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
had faith that we wouldn't get blown out.
Yeah, I mean, I said last week too, I thought it was going to be close. I was like, well, it'll probably be a pretty close game, but I don't expect us to win it all. But we won and we blew them out too. So it was insane. Jordan Love, crazy game.
Cowboys stink.
Yeah. Romeo
It
Dobbs,
was stink.
insane.
They suck fat balls.
Aaron Jones went off. I mean, I honestly think, and I've been pretty like secure with this take the whole year, is that Romeo Dobbs is the best receiver on the Packers. I think he is. I think he's better than Christian Watson. I think he's slightly better than Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed will probably overtake him eventually, but Romeo Dobbs is the best receiver on the Packers.
Yeah.
Is that something you could agree with?
I can agree with you on that one, yeah. I don't see why not.
I can sit in agreement on that.
I think the issue with Watson is like Watson's good, but the best ability they say is availability, and when you're only able to play like half the year or less, and you constantly get injured, it's kind of an issue. And I feel like Watson hasn't had his best year where Dobbs has flourished. I mean, he just had a big game here. He reminds me of Jordy Nelson, and maybe that's just because he wears 87, but he's a beast, man. Aaron Jones too, huge game, 21 carries, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. And we talked about this in the first recording, but I'm going to bring it up again, that I said last week that Aaron Jones needed to have 20 plus carries and 120 yards in order for the Packers to have a shot at winning. And he did that. He had 3 touchdowns. Dalton, you were talking about how your uncle said the same thing.
Same thing. Right when the game was starting, they said that the Packers need to get Aaron Jones involved running the ball, like right at the start.
Yeah.
And what did they do? Ran it with Aaron Jones.
And that was the best way to do it. They attacked the Cowboys in a way where it made their defense weak. They used a lot of motion, which the Cowboys have been poor against the majority of the year, and they run the ball against them, which the Cowboys haven't been able to stop the run a lot of the year too. So Matt LaFleur, offensive genius as well, dialed up a lot of stuff. I can't believe people are saying that he should get fired in like the middle of the year.
I don't think that Matt LaFleur should have been fired.
Yeah.
I thought that Joe Barry needs to get fired.
Yeah. I think Joe Barry earned himself another year, man. I fucking hate to say it.
He did all right in my books. I can live with him for another year.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
Performance against the Cowboys.
Yeah, but he definitely bought himself another year with the game against the Cowboys and game against the Bears too, and the Vikings game too. Like, he had a really good run at the end of the season here, so he'll probably be around.
Kept his job.
The Panthers game was awful, and earlier games in the season were awful too. But I think he earned himself another year, unfortunately. But
he's probably like, I need this job. It's like I should probably start trying now.
Yeah, right. I think they kind of figured some stuff out, and this has been a team that's gotten better throughout the season. And kind of my books is that like they're a younger team, but like once they've been able to kind of mesh together and really put things together, they're going to get better and better as the season goes. So, Pack is back. That's what I got to say about that. Cowboys will not fire McCarthy. Kind of surprised about that. Thought he should have got fired. But yeah,
he needs to get fired.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I said this in the last time too, but Sean Clifford more snaps in the playoffs than Justin Fields. So just thought everyone should know that. Then we can move on. Texans Browns 45-14. CJ Stroud. Very similar stat line to Jordan Love. Balled out. Had a great game. And these guys are probably the future of the league, honestly, in my opinion. Do you think that who's going to have the better career between CJ Stroud and Jordan Love?
Ooh, that's hard. The Green Bay has such a young team. I think they'll have more time to
Probably-
improve. And again, such a young team. Like these guys are new contracts. Like they might be here for a while. And like if they keep doing what they're doing, and if Joe Barry doesn't fucking have a thumb up his
Thumb up his what,
uh,
Nick? Huh? Up his what?
Just
Yeah.
say it.
His ass.
his cheese hole.
His cheese hole.
That's pretty bad.
It's
But yeah,
grotesque.
I think they're both gonna be great. I think they're gonna both have great careers, and the Packers have a great QB again.
Right.
Sadly,
Do you
the
think,
fourth
Oh,
greatest
fuck you.
QB in Packers history, right there.
I think the Texans might be the most fun team to watch in the league. Is that something you could agree with?
That's fair.
I think they're maybe
Yeah.
not the most fun team, but they're one of the most fun teams to watch. Like, I swear, every other play is just CJ Stroud loading it up and bombing it like 80 yards downfield to Nico Collins. It's great. It's electric, and that's what the game needs. So, Joe Flacco falling off. I mean, he's probably not getting comeback player of the year now, huh? He sold that. Now it's going to be DeMar.
Was it really ever going to be Joe Flacco, though?
I mean, you could have made a valid argument for like the past couple of weeks
Yeah, but
before
would
the
it
playoffs started.
officially- Would it officially be Joe Flacco, though? It's obviously going to be
I
DeMar.
honestly think there would have been a shot. I think there was
I
probably
don't think
about
so.
40 to 50% shot that Joe Flacco could have won comeback player of the year.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, I mean,
Even 40.
we get it. DeMar came back, and it's very obviously like a heartwarming story.
Yeah, he
But-
died. Who cares?
But
Just kidding.
What?
It's a little aggressive.
he came back,
I'm just,
and
I'm
it's
just
very
sick of
awesome.
seeing him
But
every time that someone fucking gets hurt.
yeah, well, now it's going to be one of those things where everyone's just going to immediately default to the DeMar Hamlin thing, and that really shows like what weight that event held in football. But I don't know if it's valid for a comeback player of the year award.
Joe
But
Flacco. No, give it to the man.
I think Flacco lost it after throwing 2 INTs. But
No, give it to him. He needs it.
all right, let's move to Chiefs Dolphins, 26-7.
Or okay.
Oh my God, Tua.
What happened to
What
Tua,
the
man?
fuck, dude? What the fuck? You can't.
The
play in
Dolphins
cold?
sold. No, they
That
can't.
was so sad to watch. It was
They,
over
like-
before it even started.
They did not look like the team they have been all year. They looked
No,
very
not
That
poor.
did
even
not
close.
look like a playoff team right there.
No. It was one of the coldest games ever. They couldn't handle it. Apparently, it was like what, -20 with the wind chill.
Yeah.
And like, also, this is not a good Chiefs team, and they fucking
Yeah.
beat the Dolphins.
Right. And we were kind of debating last week how big of a factor the weather would really play, but I mean, I think it goes to show you that the
Plays a
Dolphins,
lot.
yeah, it like plays a big factor when you go in there. Like people's beers are freezing on the sideline.
Yeah, that was nuts.
It was so cold that Patrick Mahomes like helmet cracked after a
Mahomes?
hit. Mahomes, his helmet cracked after a hit.
That's real Mahomey of you.
Yeah, quite Mahomey. And then Rashee Rice broke out. He had 8 receptions for 130 yards and a touchdown. He had a great game. And the Chiefs, like, I don't think they're going to be a Super Bowl team, but
I hope not.
Yeah, this is not a good.
they
Chiefs
looked
team.
better. I'll give them that. They looked better. The defense is very good. Tyreek Hill, he goes out in the pregame with short sleeves on.
Oh,
And,
what shit he was
Animal.
talking to.
right, he
Holy
was
hell.
like, I'm not going to let anyone know I'm cold. Like why? It reminds me of like,
Get a tough guy card for absolutely no reason, no
yeah,
benefit.
like the dudes you see out and about who like purposely wear shorts when it's really cold and they go, oh, I'm not actually cold at all.
Dalton.
Shorts and a t-shirt. And they go, I'm actually not cold at all.
That is a me thing. I do that. I wear shorts and all.
Yeah, you did that in high school a lot.
I do
A
it for
lot. I
like,
did
I'm
it
not gonna lie, I
once.
used to do that in high school a lot. I was
yeah,
sweating
but
every
that
day just because it was hot as fucking school.
See, the difference is between high school though and now is that like in high school it was like kind of a ego thing, like you have to prove yourself to people.
Impressed women.
But
I
now,
just had
like,
no
I'll tell you
clue.
what.
if you
I've
see
never
like,
felt like I had to impress like prove myself by wearing a shirt in the cold. I'd rather be called a pussy and be warm. So
some dudes do that. Some dudes have to be like that. They have to wear just a t-shirt out and be like, I'm actually not cold at all.
yeah.
But if you're like
I
still doing
bet-
that in your
I
late
bet you-
20s, like,
I
come
bet
on,
you
bro.
pull a lot by not being cold in a t-shirt, even though you're shivering.
They don't know I'm actually not cold at all right now. It's like that one fucking meme with the dude posted up in the side of the party.
Well, I mean, I would fucking wear shorts and t-shirts here now, and I get fucking looked at like I'm a psychopath.
Well, that's
It's
different
completely
though,
different
because you're
weather.
from a cold climate.
Yeah, the coldest it gets here is like 37 so far.
That's not too
Must
bad.
be
so,
nice. The wind chill here is like -17,
yeah.
or that feels like.
It's really
Hey.
not nice.
I'll tell you
Terrible.
something else too I learned from this game or after. The Swifties, man, they're ripping back. They do
Yeah,
not go
fuck
after
you,
the
you
Swifties,
Swifties.
dude. We
Fucking come at us. You know what? Fuck you, Swifties.
put
Fuck
out
you,
a
Taylor
post.
Swift.
It was
Clip this.
oh boy. Flip what? You saying fuck Taylor Swift?
Fuck you, Taylor Swift. Fuck. The only good song you had was like 22. That was pretty. That was a bop. But anyways, fuck you, Swifties. Fuck you, Travis Kelce. You know what? Fuck you too. Fucking trashing
Yeah,
our
like,
page.
Wow.
Fucking
Yeah.
send me death threats.
I put out a post like saying it was just a
You
meme or
to delete
whatever.
'em?
Like all CBS does is show Taylor Swift, and then I'm not gonna be rude to anyone and name their names, but they're like under there. It was Taylor Swift fans under there, and they're going like, "Well, oh, they're showing a billionaire, and you're getting upset and pissed off by it. Oh, you're not gonna do
While you do
anything with your
nothing
life."
with your life.
Like what?
We don't post thirst traps for views. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't shake my ass on TikTok.
Oh,
Just so you
sorry.
know.
I'm supposed to. When I'm watching football, I'm supposed to bow down to the Queen Taylor Swift every time she's shown on TV. I'm just supposed to go, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, there's Taylor" for the fucking 300th time during the game.
Pull out your yoga mat and get to praying.
Like the difference is between Taylor Swift fans and people actually watching football and like us is that we're there to watch the game. All right. I don't care what celebrity's there. If Taylor Swift could go to a Chiefs game for another fucking like it'll be her 20th time at a Chiefs game and they'll still show her like 15 times. But
Hey, the
No one
NFL's
gives a
making
shit.
bank. The
Yeah.
NFL's making bank though.
and they understand that these new fans who are Taylor Swift fans, they go and watch the sport, right? And they see it, and then they're like waiting for Taylor to be shown. Like Travis Kelce scores a
I'm
touchdown or
calling it
whatever,
right now.
immediately to Taylor Swift.
Calling it right now. Taylor Swift is going to be the next halftime show next year. Calling it right now.
That's actually a really good take.
I will put money down right now. Like
That's actually
they're
a pretty
ready to
good
make
take.
her halftime show next year.
Chiefs in the Super Bowl then too. The
Oh
script
my
That's
god.
the script.
Oh,
It's
well,
written
you know the
already.
We leaked
scripts.
it.
leaked it. Leaked it
Screw
Screw
early.
the
Shut down our
GTA
shit
6
now.
leaks. This is the real leak.
Yeah, Taylor Swift halftime show, Super Bowl 59. Be ready. Buy your tickets now because they're going to be $14,000 by the time you actually can.
Or more like 40, not 14.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like 40 grand.
You're right. Okay.
Never.
We can move on to Lions Rams then. Lions win 24-23. Stafford
Fuck
was
you, Mason. Fuck you.
Wow, Mason.
Yeah,
Wow.
the fucking Lions won. So fuck you. One pride, motherfucker.
Hey, bitch. Whose team is in the fucking playoffs right now and whose isn't, bitch? Who has the
Doesn't
poverty
matter.
franchise?
One
bitch?
pride. One pride.
Yeah.
Lions.
Yeah, you know
Lions country.
you know who else has that fucking catchphrase? Not allowed to say it on here, because that'd be hateful. But fuck you. You're one of them.
Oh my god.
that's saying it, dude. That's hilarious.
Keep it in.
Yeah. I didn't want the Lions to win, but they did.
Uh,
Stafford was
uh,
booed by the
you
Lions
didn't
fans.
want to
No, I didn't want the Lions to win. I don't like the fucking Lions. Just don't like them. I mean, Detroit fans, you can't let
First
Detroit win
time
the
since
Super Bowl.
91, bro.
Who gives a fuck?
I think I'm okay with
Holds up a
Detroit living in
storm.
poverty, honestly.
Damn.
It might be a little far to say, but I think it's
It's a
fine.
little,
That's
a little
very,
much.
very,
Oh,
And
very
much.
hot take.
you boo Matt Stafford when he comes back on your field. You fucking bums. Why would you do that?
That's kind of
This guy
That's
we
kinda
booed
bad.
Brett Favre when he was on the Vikings.
this guy put years into your franchise. All right? Have some damn
So did the
respect.
Packers. So
We
did the
did the same thing with
Packers.
Brett Favre, bro.
And Brett Favre shouldn't have been booed either. All right? He shouldn't have been booed. And that's a different situation though, because he went to the Vikings. He went to a rival team.
That's fair.
No one's got anything about that. See?
But
Point proven.
But-
Oh yeah, I
but-
really don't.
but
Because
Matthew
it
Stafford
shouldn't
gave the
boo
Lions
anyone.
a win.
But
Yeah,
He was-
Matthew Stafford was doing it for him. He's like, you know what? Nah, this is what they deserve. They need it.
I already have my ring.
I'll be
It's
the
time for
hero.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yup,
Puka Nakua
Detroit
balls
fan,
out,
baby.
dude. Despite the loss, he
Yeah.
balls out.
Yeah.
real.
Puka
Well,
might win
he's-
Offensive Rookie of the
Cooper
Year.
Kupp. Cooper
gonna say,
Kupp, I
isn't-
think it's safe to say Cooper Cup's gone next. Well, not gone, but they're not going to throw to him nearly as much.
Puka's
Yeah,
been
isn't
taking the
there
target
not at
share.
all.
shows already talking about, like the NFL talk shows saying that Puka Nakua is fucking already out for offensive rookie.
He might be Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Between CJ Stroud and him, maybe.
Yeah, it's those two. So we'll see what happens. But
Nakua.
Lions
But I
get to
will
host
say with
another
the
playoff game.
Lions winning, Lions, Texans, and like Packers so far, like all winning, these playoffs are definitely something interesting.
I definitely didn't expect
The
the
teams that have
NFC
made it.
like 4 quarterbacks to be left being Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy, and Jared Goff. Who would have thought?
Why couldn't
Not me.
fucking Mayfield do that when he was with us? The fucking Panthers.
Mayfield
No.
has had a
Because
renaissance.
of the fucking Panthers.
Let's do that game quick because I don't really got much for Bills Steelers. I didn't get a chance to watch it. It was at 3:45 on a
either.
fucking
I don't
Monday.
have to buy a Mason Rudolph jersey.
Yeah.
I'm glad
All I know about that is Tomlin intends on coaching again for the Steelers, but the Bucks dismantle the Eagles 32-9. And the Eagles collapses. It's an all-time embarrassment.
Fraud.
Like that might honestly, it should be talked about on the same level as the Falcons losing 28-3 in the Super Bowl. Like the fact that we don't talk about the Eagles going from like what were they 10-1, 11-1, all the way to losing in the wild card round and getting blown out by a Buccaneers
Losing
team
the
that's not necessarily the
conference to
best.
fucking Eagles.
Yeah.
No, losing it to the Cowboys. I mean,
Yeah. Like, why are people not talking about how embarrassing this is for them? It should be brought up more.
because they don't want death threats from Philadelphia fans.
Well, we know Philly fans are the most toxic. We've
Philly
been
is definitely the type
Dallas
of
is a
fans
close
that want that.
second.
Croft culture. Yeah. Dallas is a close. Honestly, Dallas probably is the second worst fan base in the NFL. I don't hate them as much
Obviously.
as Philly, but Baker balled out, man. 337 for yards and then 3 touchdowns. Nick, what's your thoughts on Baker Mayfield? Is this guy is he having a renaissance? Is
real
he a
deal.
franchise
He's
quarterback
baking.
again? He's
I
baking.
think the Buccaneers have their guy.
Really? Wow.
Well, I think he has the best weapons around him, and you know what? Good for the Bucks. After Tom Brady shenanigans, like this is good for them. This is what they need.
Right.
Like he's a good enough quarterback to bring him to the promised land. So
Wow. All the way to
job,
the
Tampa.
promised land. There you go.
To the promised lands.
Is Sirianni gonna get fired? Is Nick Sirianni gonna get fired as the Eagles head
oh
coach?
yeah, hella. Nah, fuck him.
Do you really think he deserves
well.
to get fired?
He's gonna cry again.
I think that's kind of crazy though. Like even if they have this all-time collapse to fire him after this. Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to, but it's just kind of crazy how that works out. And does Hurts go then too, or are they keeping Hurts?
No, fuck no. That's stupid. If you send
People have been
Hurts.
saying they're like maybe
No,
Jalen Hurts
no.
isn't the guy.
Fuck them people.
I think it's a scheming issue, honestly. I think the offensive scheme is very poor.
Unless it's a tush push, then it's like goaded.
Buccaneers stopped the tush push.
Yeah,
Just say, I
every
think
Yeah,
the
by a
Eagles
fucking
near
face
the end there
mask.
were relying a little too much on the tush push.
I think,
I don't know. That should have been called for a face mask for sure.
yeah, maybe that was the dagger in the Eagles season right there. When the Buccaneers stopped it, that was when worlds collide and ended their season. Jason Kelsey retiring too after 13 great years
That
in the
makes me
NFL.
sad.
It really is sad, man. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Like maybe
At least
one
he
of the
has a
best
ring.
centers to play the game. Yeah, he does have a
So,
ring. He's got plenty of time in his hands now too. I wonder what he's going to do next. Do you think he's going to get into broadcasting? Is he going to get into
Join our
like?
podcast, right?
We want
no
Jason
shot,
Kelsey
bro.
on.
Please, Jason Kelsey, please join our podcast, please, please.
Nick will do anything for you
We
to
will
join the
never,
podcast.
ever hear you say that.
I will.
Now you just
I
sound
will
like a
get an
fool.
Eagle jersey.
Sound like a fool. Nick is a fool.
Yeah, we know.
Fool, a dastardly fool. All right, alrighty. We'll go and pop into our break here.
Before we go into the
Oh,
break,
okay. What do you got?
the Packers mascot should be the frozen tundra guy that dresses up.
It should.
Change my
It should
mind.
be- It should be the cheese.
Like what? Just a
No,
wheel of
blonde
You're
cheese?
dumb. You don't know what the
It should
fuck
be
you're
the
talking
cheese.
about.
It's
Nick.
cheese guy.
No,
I don't know
Um,
about that.
fucking stupid.
This is the dumbest thing you've ever said on this show.
Hardcount Heroes is glad to say we are working with Sharps, the social media for sports bettors. On Sharps, you can post your bets, you can see what your friends are betting, and you can even tail bets by clicking the whale tail icon. Sharps also connects to all major sport books. That includes DraftKings, Prize Picks, BetMGM, FanDuel, and even more. So if you want to go beyond bet tracking, download Sharps and use our code HARD459 right at the bottom of the screen. That's HARD459 when you sign up. So download Sharps, pretty neat. Back into the episode now. All right, back from break. So we don't really have like too much NCAA news or anything. I just wanted to announce this is the rumor that EA Sports College Football will drop July 12th, 2024.
Take my fucking money.
Right.
Just take it.
I'm buying that day
Man,
one,
I'm down.
no doubt.
I think
I'm
we all are
pre-ordering
buying
it.
it day one.
I'm getting the $100 version so I can play 3 days early.
What's the first thing you're doing in that game? Are you going head to head? Are you starting a dynasty? Or are you
Nope.
doing Road to Glory?
Nope. Road to Glory, all the
Road
way.
to Glory.
It
Wow.
might be
Road to Glory. Start me in high school,
Road to Glory was fun,
and
dude.
then when Madden 25 comes out, I want that
Import your
transfer.
player? Yeah. That is pretty sick. I think I'm more of a dynasty guy. I think I would start dynasty right away. I would take a school like Central Michigan or some like random ass school like fucking Nevada or something. I'm going to take them. I'm going to turn them into
If they fuck
multi-time
this up,
national
if they
championships.
fuck this up, I'm gonna be really, really upset. Like I will go on a rant.
Oh, I
in
would
the
be
next
too.
podcast.
No
Nick
more
would be
EA
very
games
upset.
for life.
If the story to Road to Glory sucks like Madden, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, but there wasn't really much of a story in Road to Glory in 2014, the NCAA 14. But it's just a better concept because like you progress through high school, then college, and then you could transfer to the pros. So it was pretty neat. Like I think it's pretty cool. But I'm definitely looking forward to that right away. Hopefully they bring that mascot mode back, like mascot versus mascot. All right,
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
yeah. Moving into, we're gonna just dive right into the pick'em here, cause we got 4 games, and we can kind of talk about them a little bit here, kind of expand upon them. But we'll go over the pick'em records from last week. So, I went 2-4 last week. Not very good. I went, I'm 163 and 99 overall at a 62.2%. Mason is 3-3. He's 104 and 101 overall with a 50.7%. Bryce, you went 5-1 last week. You're 129 and
Yeah.
85 overall with a 60.2%. Dalton, you went 3-3 last week. You're 88 and 66 overall with a 57.1%. And then Nick, you went 3-3 last week. You're 84 and 73 overall with a 53.5%. So
Why is everyone going 3-3? I heard so many 3-3s there.
3 people went 3-3. Bryce did the best last week though with 5-1. So, and I did the
Yeah.
worst with 2-4.
Sir.
Good job,
So-
Bryce. Hats off to
Bryce.
you.
Bryce is
Bryce-
catching up
Bryce
to me.
always winning.
Bryce just keeps
Damn
winning.
right.
Bryce is that guy.
Keep it 100.
2024 is a good year for Bryce, apparently. So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
then the
Starting your year
playoff
off strong.
matchups. We have 4 games, 2 in the AFC, 2 in the NFC. Let's start AFC since we did that last time around. The Houston Texans take on the Baltimore Ravens. CJ Stroud coming in to play Lamar Jackson. What are we thinking about this game here? I honestly think this might be one of the most exciting
Be a good
games
game.
of the whole year.
I hope the
Uh,
Texans win.
Does that
I
mean
feel
you're
like it's gonna
picking
be
the
one of the
Texans?
closest games out of the 4.
I don't know if I'm picking. Oh yeah, fuck it. I'll pick the Texans. I
There you
want
go.
them to win.
Because honestly, I think this game could go either way. Like, I'm probably leaning a little bit more in favor of Baltimore, but
Yeah.
the Texans they've been nice lately. So
They got to playoffs and they came to play. Like they're one of the teams showing that they belong to be here.
right.
There's something about the Ravens that make you want to lead
Well, they
in
are the
their
1
direction.
seed, and they are like the most dominant team in the NFL. So
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the first time we've seen an upset.
that's true. I just don't think I'm gonna get too. I don't think I'm gonna get too cute with this pick. I'm just gonna take the Ravens because I know on paper they are the better team, and their defense has been stellar. And their
Oh, look at
defense is
this.
gonna have a tough task against CJ Stroud, but I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Jarrett's gonna pick Ravens 49ers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the basic pick. No. All
I'm
right.
gonna
What does
second that
everyone else
Ravens
think?
pick.
You're taking Ravens? What about
I'm going with-
Bryce and Nick?
I'm gonna go underdog here. I'm gonna think CJ Stroud can pull it off. I'm gonna go with
Ooh,
CJ Stroud.
Texans. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans.
Then Nick.
I think
2-2.
the Ravens are gonna get overwhelmed, and they're gonna be
Wow.
like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" And they're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" These
The
guys
Ravens
came to
have
play.
had so long to prepare, though.
They do, but I don't know. Something about this game. I'm
Wow.
going Texans. CJ
Wow.
Stroud.
3 people going Texans. That's insane.
Texans be favored this week.
Wow, that's crazy. Only on this podcast, the Texans will be favored this week. All right.
For sure.
Then the other AFC game. The Chiefs are playing a road game for the first time in the playoffs. Well, Pat Mahomes is playing a road game in the playoffs for the first time against Josh Allen and the Bills in Orchard Park.
Bills.
Yeah, who do we like in this game? You're saying Bills?
Yeah. Fuck
I mean,
Josh.
I'm kinda-
or Fuck Patrick
This is-
Mahomes.
It's a coin flip for me.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
one
I'm
is
kind of
tough.
liking Bills in this because Chiefs they haven't been it lately. But like NFL script is gonna be.
Well, they had a pretty impressive game
No,
against the
no.
Dolphins. The
This-
defense was stellar.
The script is gonna be next year they win the Super Bowl, and because not Travis Kelsey, because Taylor Swift's gonna perform at the Super Bowl that the Chiefs win at. So
there
they're
you
not
go.
going to the Super Bowl this year.
He's
You
got
gotta
it
think
cooked
about
up.
this logically. Okay.
Those are good points right there. I'm
See?
gonna have to
Told you.
Drew Mason and go Bills here.
You can go
I'm gonna
Bills.
go. I'm gonna go with the Billies. Billy Millies.
What do you think, Nick?
As much as I'm gonna hate this pick, I'm going Chiefs.
No, fuck you, Nick.
The
Fuck
Chiefs. The Chiefs have
Rush
already been
shits
in
on
the
the
playoffs.
Swifties and then goes
They've been-
Chiefs.
They played in the fucking playoffs before. Patrick Mahomes is gonna get something up his ass and fucking ball out for some reason. I have no idea. I think the
I-
Bills are gonna choke. They kind of looked rough this season, even though they made the playoffs. So
know
did the Chiefs, but like they've been in playoff. Like
Maybe
they've
I'll
been to
pull it Nick
playoffs. They know
here.
what to do.
No, you can't pick them.
I think I have to agree with
No,
Nick. I think
fuck
I'm going
you.
Chiefs. I like the Chiefs in this matchup. I mean, the Bills have been hot lately, but something about and like you guys can. I know there's been a lot of Pat Mahomes hate on this podcast, and I've partaken in some. But the guy is a playoff quarterback, and
He is.
I believe that he can thrust them into a victory. All right, because
As much
Josh
as I hate
Allen-
it, I
very prone to turnovers, and
he is.
'Cause he
Patrick
throws those
Mahomes has
long
had Josh
bombs,
Allen's
though.
number too for like he's had his number for
Gunslinger.
fucking like a couple of years. So, well, that's a cheap excuse for saying Josh Allen turns the ball over a lot of saying, "Oh,
It's
well, he's a
because risky
gunslinger."
player. Mahomes
Yeah.
doesn't take risks like that.
I don't know. I'm taking Mahomes and the Chiefs, man. I think they got it. So we split 3-2 on that one again. And honestly, we favored the road team. Oh wait, no, you guys favored home. We favored the road against the other game. So now let's take a look at the NFC here. Packers go to play the 49ers.
Oh,
Man.
It's gonna be a tough game, dude.
fuck.
If you look back
I'll
on it,
start
we
off.
have not had
I'm doing it
very
again.
good statistics.
No way, right?
Okay, playing against the Niners in the playoffs. We usually, I don't
Right.
think we've beat them since like 2002. I think it said.
I think so. Maybe in the playoffs. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, in the playoffs. It's been like 2002 in the playoffs.
I know
was the
Rodgers
last
was
time we beat 'em.
0-4 against the Niners in playoffs with his career with the Packers. So
You know what? It's a new fucking era.
Jordan Love.
Just kidding. You gotta put a little faith in it. Pick the Packers. That's what I'm doing.
You know
I'm
what,
picking the
Mason?
Packers.
Just because you're putting
It,
faith in them,
it
I'll
worked
put some
last
faith in
time.
them.
It worked last time.
You know what?
I'll join you.
And,
I
and it
don't
would be one hell of an upset.
I don't want to fuck up what happened last week because I picked against the Packers last week. You guys both picked for the Packers last
no,
week. So
no,
I'm
you
going to
have to
pick the
choose who's
49ers. I'm going to pick the
Nick, shut
49ers.
the fuck
And the
up.
49ers, on paper, they're the better team. They have had time to prepare for a while. But the Packers will give them a run for their money. And I might be wrong again. And honestly, if I'm wrong, I will be over the fucking moon with
Yep.
excitement.
See, here we go again. 49ers Ravens.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Dalton.
I was just say I'm gonna go with the 49ers on this one too. I mean, I think the Packers could pull it off, but they're still they're still in rebuild. So like I don't think it's enough to take them all the way that far. I think their road ends here for their season. So
I think if
I'm
the
going
Packers beat the
49ers.
Niners here, they're going to the Super Bowl. If the Packers beat the Niners,
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
But it's like
this is going to be the hardest game they have.
I mean, I look at it as if I'm wrong, it's still a win because Packers are still my second team in the NFL. So like, shit, if I'm wrong on the pick 'em, oh well, still a win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Bryce and Mason here.
Wow, Packers.
Faithful.
No, you're not.
Well, I'm putting faith. It's not in the Packers. I'm gonna put faith in the good old faithful. I'm going 49ers.
Oh, what a switch up! Look at that. What a switch
Got
up.
us in the
Guys,
first
if you don't
half.
want to bitch me,
Yeah.
fucking,
That's too.
I can't
No,
say this.
it's too good of a team. That's
We don't want you picking with us.
We don't want a
anyway.
big fat
Definitely
meanie.
think CMC is gonna have a good game.
What a con
Oh, I bet it.
muffins.
We'll see what Joe Barry dials
Whoa.
up. Like, I don't know. It's going to be
I don't know
interesting.
what he said.
If there's going to be anyone to turn over a new leaf, it's going to be Jordan Love, and he could beat the Niners. But I don't know, man. Like, I just have a hard time picking against the Niners when they're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league. They're stacked everywhere. So,
Let's
then
just hope that Brock Purdy throws 4 more interceptions, and then we should maybe have a chance here.
maybe there you go. That's what they need to do. They need to get Brock Purdy to the point where he's uncomfortable.
Flustered.
Yes, very flustered, flabbergasted. In fact.
Straight flabbergasted.
Then the last game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to play the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Detroit's getting another playoff game.
Lions, baby. I'll tell you right now, Lions. I'm going with that Lion pack.
Lions
you,
have been
Mason,
going
Lions.
good. I'm gonna have to go Lions again.
Fuck you, man. This Lions.
Shut the fuck up, Mason.
Eat a dick.
Bitch.
Ah,
Fuck.
man. You
You're
can't
so
sleep on the
lucky that I
Buccaneers
can
right
say
now,
what I
though.
want to say here.
I know, but the way
You want
that
good for Baker, but fuck Mason. Going Lions.
This is the only.
Whoa.
There's no analysis to this. It's just fuck Mason. That's why I'm picking him.
You know what?
think about
If
it, the way
Baker,
the Lions have been rolling, they've been rolling nonstop. Okay, you can't tell me that like it's not gonna happen, bro.
What? That they're
I'm
gonna go to
saying
the Super Bowl?
Baker,
If
Alright.
they go to the Super Bowl, I'll buy a fucking Lions jersey and wear it on the fucking podcast.
Wow.
Quote me.
I will buy a Lions jersey to
Eliza.
a Pro Bowl.
Oh,
Elias
there
in
you go.
jersey.
Get a Ziggy Ansah Lions jersey from like a couple of years ago. Remember that guy? Holy shit.
Yeah, Lions and Ndamukong Suh jersey.
Fuck, man, I'm really torn on this.
Ndamukong Suh, not Ndamukong Suh.
Fuck
Sound like
you.
a fucking
I think
inbred.
I want the Buccaneers to win.
Probably is.
I think the Lions will win though. I'll take the Lions. That's what I'm going with. What is Mason picking? Are you sticking with the Buccaneers?
All I hope is Baker has some more fucking smelling salts.
That's all we need.
Fucker's gonna rip them.
There you
Just
go.
shove them up your nose. And ready? Fuck you, Nick. I'm picking the Bucs. Yeah, this is where your team fucking chokes in the fucking Super Bowl.
Wow.
Throw it at the fucking 2-yard line when you have Marshawn.
Very
You're a little
cute.
slow, just like your team.
Oh my lord. All right.
Fucking
You're
amazing.
so lucky.
That's
Oh,
it.
fucking
That's the end of Cheap Seats 50. Does anyone else have anything they'd
Mason.
like to state?
Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
Fun facts.
All right, let's end it.